Hi everyone, I'm Wendy, and today I'm showing you how to make a salad smoothie. Yes, that's pretty much exactly what it sounds like. You'll take whatever your favorite ingredients are for your salad and blend it up into a smoothie. And why would you want to do this? Well, of course, in an ideal world, we would all have plenty of time to prep and eat large salads every day. But that's just not always the case. So instead of letting perfection get in your way, if you're not able to eat a salad one day, I say throw it in the blender and take it along with you. It's so much more convenient, and I'd rather have something than nothing. And you can use whatever ingredients you like, but I'm going to show you the combination that I love. You'll get the best result if you use a high-powered blender like a Vitamix or Blendtec. Any blender will work, but a high-powered blender will give you a smoother and more palatable texture. I like to start with a mixture of greens. Today I'm using this spring mix that has both lettuces as well as baby greens like spinach and Swiss chard. Experiment with different greens to see what you like best or change it up from time to time. I usually use about 4 or 5 ounces of leafy greens. Then I have about a 2-inch piece of English cucumber which I cut into a couple of pieces. Next I have 1 rib of celery, 1 carrot, about a half of a red bell pepper, and I recommend using a sweet colored pepper rather than a green pepper just to give you a sweeter taste. Then I have 1 small tomato. Your smoothie will taste best if you can use local in-season tomatoes, but use whatever you can find. Then I add just a little bit of red onion and 1 garlic clove. If you're not used to a lot of raw onion and garlic, I would go easy on this. Try just a little bit at first and see how you like it. For a little bit of sweetness, I'm adding a couple pieces of frozen apple. Adding the frozen apple will also help to chill the smoothie because a nice cold salad smoothie has a much better flavor than a room temperature one. Next I have just a splash of lemon juice. Then this is completely optional, but I like to throw in just a little bit of some kind of seeds. Today I'm using a tablespoon of hemp seeds. I also love pumpkin seeds or sunflower seeds, and you could also use any kind of nuts that you like. Finally, I'm adding 2 cups of cold water. Depending on exactly what vegetables you add in, you may need to add more or less water. Feel free to also add some spices to get some extra flavor and nutrition. For example, you could add a little fresh or ground turmeric or ginger for their anti-inflammatory properties, or some dulse flakes for a little bit of extra iodine and a salty flavor. If you start adding spices, just go easy on the amounts so the flavor doesn't overpower the smoothie. Then simply blend it up. In my Vitamix, it only takes about 30 or 40 seconds to fully blend, but if you're using a standard blender, you may need to blend it for a longer period of time. And as you saw, I chopped my vegetables just a little bit. A high-powered blender will have no problem blending it all up, but I like to cut it up just a little bit to help the blender out. It may not be the prettiest smoothie you've ever made, and if you've never had one, you might worry about the flavor, but it really just tastes like a blended up salad. I actually find these smoothies to be very refreshing. The little bit of apple in there gives it just enough sweetness, and I find that the raw garlic and onion gives it a really great flavor. So the next time you're in a rush and you don't have time to sit down to eat a salad, I hope you'll try this smoothie salad and let me know how you like it. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you next time.